Woohoo! Welcome back to Dorhen Studio. Get ready to level up your knowledge. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful origin stories in modern technology, the rise of Ethereum, and the genius mind behind it, Vitalik Buterin. A quiet, shy, introverted boy who grew into one of the most influential innovators of the 21st century, all before he turned 30. This is not just a story about cryptocurrency. This is a story about vision, struggle, rejection, courage, and a mind that refused to accept limitations. Now listen carefully. Vitalik was born in 1994 in a small Russian town. His father, Dmitry, was a programmer, and his mother was a finance professional. From the moment he could walk, Vitalik was different. While other kids played video games, Vitalik wanted to understand how the game worked. While others memorized answers, he wanted to understand the rules of the world. In school, he was placed into a gifted program, not because he scored high, but because he processed information 3 times faster than kids his age. He could add 3-digit numbers in his head. He understood complex systems naturally. But this gift came with emotional challenges. He often felt disconnected, misunderstood, and isolated. Social interactions were difficult. Friends were few. Teachers didn't always understand him. Pause, think about that. Many geniuses begin their journey in loneliness. At age 6, his family moved to Canada. Everything changed: new language, new culture, new struggles. Vitalik was brilliant, but he wasn't like everyone else. He didn't fit into the typical school system. He felt like an outsider. But instead of breaking him, this pushed him inward, deeper into books, math, and computers. This was the beginning of the mindset that would one day build Ethereum. Years later, as a teenager, Vitalik discovered something that would change his life: Bitcoin. His father introduced it to him. At first, he didn't understand it, but once he did, it hit him like a lightning bolt. A global system not controlled by banks? A digital money governed by code? It felt like finding home. Vitalik became obsessed. Pause. Think about that word, obsessed. He spent hours every day reading forums, white papers, ideas, debates. He wrote articles explaining Bitcoin to others. Eventually, he co-founded Bitcoin magazine, at just 17 years old. His writing was brilliant, but he wasn't getting paid much. He literally earned 5 Bitcoin per article, back when Bitcoin was worth less than a pizza. But Vitalik wasn't doing it for money. He loved the philosophy behind it. Still, something bothered him. Something didn't feel complete. Vitalik realized Bitcoin was powerful, but limited. It could move money, but it couldn't build more complex systems. It couldn't run applications. It couldn't host decentralized services. It lacked flexibility. It lacked imagination. Then came the turning point. Vitalik asked a simple question that changed history. What if you could program the blockchain? What if it could run anything? Pause, the world wasn't ready for that question. When Vitalik proposed the idea to Bitcoin developers, they rejected it. Some said it was unnecessary. Others said it was impossible. Some even laughed at him. Rejection after rejection. Criticism after criticism. But like Satoshi, Vitalik didn't stop. Because when you're building the future, people often reject you, not because you're wrong, but because your vision is bigger than their imagination. So Vitalik did what every great innovator eventually does: he built his own path. He wrote the Ethereum white paper at age 19. A paper that introduced the world to a new evolution of blockchain. A platform where developers could build decentralized apps, not just money, but markets, games, financial tools, identity systems, entire digital economies. This was not just a cryptocurrency. This was infrastructure. A new internet. Ethereum was born from a powerful belief. Blockchains should be more than spreadsheets. They should be worlds. Vitalik shared his idea privately at first. People were shocked. Not by his age, but by his vision. This wasn't a small upgrade, this was a revolution. Soon, developers from all around the world joined him. They left jobs, moved countries, slept on floors, worked in small apartments, all for a dream bigger than themselves. But success doesn't come without pain. Ethereum's early days were full of challenges. Funding was uncertain. The technology was complicated. Some people mocked the project. Others warned it would fail. And then came the darkest moment, the DAO hack. A major project built on Ethereum was exploited. Millions of dollars were stolen. Confidence in Ethereum shook. The community was split in half. Arguments exploded. Friendships broke. Trust cracked. Pause. Imagine being only 21 years old, and the entire world is looking at you, demanding answers, demanding solutions, demanding leadership. Vitalik stayed calm. He communicated. He analyzed. He listened. He made decisions based on principles, not pressure. That's the mark of a true leader. Ethereum survived, and then it grew stronger. Much stronger. Years passed. Developers built thousands of applications on Ethereum: DeFi, NFTs, smart contracts, digital identity, games, finance platforms, DAOs, and technologies the world never imagined possible. Vitalik became a global icon, not because of fame, but because of the purity of his mission. He still dresses simply. He still lives humbly. He still rejects power and ego. He still focuses on building rather than bragging. His legacy continues to grow. Ethereum transformed finance. It changed how artists earn online. It created new industries. It pushed governments and banks to rethink money. It inspired millions of developers. It helped ordinary people gain financial freedom. Pause, now listen carefully. Vitalik's journey teaches us something profound. You don't have to be loud to be powerful. You don't have to fit in to make impact. You don't have to be understood to be right. You don't need permission to build the future. His life proves that quiet minds can create loud revolutions. So what lessons can you apply to your life? If you feel different, if you feel misunderstood, if your dreams seem too big, if people don't understand your ideas, good. You're on the right path. Vitalik shows us that innovation comes from curiosity, humility, and courage. He shows us that you don't need to follow the world, you can redesign it. He shows us that greatness begins with a simple question, and the courage to chase the answer. And here's the lesson you must never forget. Pause. One idea, even from one quiet person, can rewrite the entire future. So dream big. Build bravely. Believe deeply. And never underestimate the power of your vision. Woohoo! Thank you for watching Dorhen Studio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to Dorhen Studio. Are you ready to explore a fascinating story today? Let's dive into the rise of Ethereum and its visionary creator, Vitalik Buterin. This isn't just about cryptocurrency. It's about vision, struggle, and courage. Vitalik started as a quiet boy but grew into a major innovator before turning 30. Vitalik was born in 1994 in Russia. His father was a programmer, and his mother worked in finance. From a young age, he stood out. While kids played games, Vitalik wanted to understand how they worked. He was placed in a gifted program due to his ability to process information rapidly. However, his gift led to emotional challenges. He often felt lonely and misunderstood. Social interactions were tough for him, leaving him with few friends. When he moved to Canada at age 6, everything changed. He faced a new language and culture. But instead of breaking him, this pushed him deeper into learning. This began the mindset that would create Ethereum. As a teenager, he discovered Bitcoin through his father. Initially confused, he soon became captivated. A global system not controlled by banks was revolutionary. He became obsessed, spending countless hours reading and writing about it. At just 17, he co-founded Bitcoin magazine. He earned only 5 Bitcoin per article, but he was driven by passion, not money. Yet, he felt something was missing. Bitcoin was powerful, but it was limited. Vitalik wondered, what if you could program the blockchain? This question changed everything. He faced rejection from Bitcoin developers who considered his ideas impossible. But like other great innovators, Vitalik persevered. At 19, he wrote the Ethereum white paper, introducing a new era of blockchain. Ethereum wasn't just a cryptocurrency, it was a platform for decentralized applications. He shared his vision, shocking many. Developers worldwide joined him, leaving jobs and personal lives behind for this dream. The early days were challenging. Funding was uncertain, and technology was complicated. Then came the DAO hack, a major setback. Confidence in Ethereum shook, and the community splintered. Imagine being only 21, facing the world's demands for solutions. Vitalik remained calm, communicated clearly, and made principled decisions. This was true leadership. Ethereum survived and grew stronger. Developers built thousands of applications. Vitalik became a global icon, not for fame but for his mission. He remains humble, focusing on building rather than boasting. Ethereum transformed finance, changed the art world, and inspired millions of developers. It redefined money and empowered ordinary people. Vitalik shows us powerful lessons. You don't need to be loud to be impactful. Being different can lead to innovation. His journey underscores an important truth: one quiet person can change the future. So, dream big, build bravely, and believe in your vision. Thank you for watching Dorhen Studio. If you enjoyed this, like, share, and subscribe for more.